Good evening and welcome to our Skinner Middle School 8th grade debate. I am the MC, Nate Braden, and I want to welcome you in the audience to our competition, which is going to be debating themes of American government, sponsored by our company American the World Incorporated. And I'll tell you a little bit about what the students have been doing over the year and describe a little bit of why and what we're doing and how we've done it. So the kids have been studying these 5 topics in American government. They are the origins of our government. They are the Constitution, Congress, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. So we'll be covering all of those topics tonight. And they have been reading that curriculum and studying this material for the last 8 months. And so what we do here is we kind of operate on a crawl, walk, run theory. So first we need them to master the basic facts of each topic, and that'll be our lightning round. That's the crawl section. Then they will have to draw conclusions from those facts. That is in quotes that we present from famous political people, and they're going to have to identify that and answer questions, and that is the walk portion of the debate. And finally, they're going to run, and that's going to be the debate itself. So they're going to have some time to prepare opening statements and then go at it. So one night only of intellectual combat. And then I will add up the scores afterwards, and we will determine the winner. So there's a $1,500 cash prize. So you better hope that my math skills don't fail me, right? Because you know the old saying, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. Those who can do math and those who can't. People, that's free. That's free comedy. Come on now. I don't even charge for that. Okay. So now, I've told you the what, the why, and the how. Most importantly, let's get to the who. So I'm going to introduce our 8th graders. So starting on my right, our origins of the U.S. government expert is going to be Miss Bella Pentland, followed by Daniela Couture. She's going to be covering the Constitution. Mr. Oliver Groner is our congressional expert. Then Mr. Roman Chavez, he's going to be covering the presidency. And our cleanup hitter is going to be Joe Bleier, and he is our subject matter expert in the Supreme Court. Their competition in this corner, weighing in at... don't worry, I won't ask your weight. Okay, Miss Isla Anderson. She's going to be covering the origins of the U.S. origins of the American government. Our constitutional expert is going to be Mr. Jonathan Oakes, followed by our congressional subject matter guru. That's Isaac Fentress. The presidency will be carried by Ryan Trujillo Falcone. And finally, the cleanup hitter on the Supreme Court is Mr. Jack Arnold. Our next topic, which is going to be the United States Congress. Oliver versus Isaac, but we will go back to a couple of the questions that he passed on. So, and we'll go to our bonus points too. Are you ready, Isaac?
Yes.
The number of people a U.S. representative represents?
700,000.
Okay. GDP growth at or above this rate is a sign of a good economy?
3%.
True or false, the federal government must balance its budget every year?
False.
What is the approximate GDP of the United States?
18 trillion.
What is Colorado state income tax?
4%.
Define remedy.
Solution.
Define sanction.
Pass.
Define accountable.
Responsible.
Every 10 years, this is conducted to count the country's population.
Census.
He is third in the line of succession should something happen to the president and vice president.
President pro tem.
Define bicameral.
Having 2 legislative branches.
The term of office for a U.S. senator.
Life.
The term of office for a U.S. representative.
Life.
Okay. Now, we will go to our quotes. We seek not merely to make government a mechanical implement, to give it the vibrant personal character that is the very embodiment of human charity. Better the occasional faults of a government that lives in a spirit of charity than the consistent omissions of a government frozen in the ice of its own indifference. First of all, who said it?
Franklin Roosevelt.
Okay. What was the occasion?
He was being elected for his 2nd term of presidency.
Okay. What is FDR favoring, do you think, by this quote?
He is favoring more taxation and more government spending.
Okay. What does it mean when he says frozen in the ice of its own indifference as opposed to a government that lives in a spirit of charity? What's his point when he's making that metaphor?
It means that if the government, it's better that the government tries to spend money and occasionally fails than the government not trying and not being able to.
Okay, what do you think he would think of Margaret Thatcher?
I do not think he would like her
Okay.
or agree with her points.
All right.